Welcome to our house. Roxanne
and Karmisha.
We in the house.
That's right.
Chopping it up.
That's right.
It's your girl Foxy Roxy. And my girl Karmisha.
That's right.
Superville. Guys, you got this? It's the Superville, okay?
Superman.
Superwoman in the house.
Woo! Hey, welcome back. It's your girl Karmisha. Welcome back to Chop It Up with R and K. Y'all ready to chop it up? I don't know if you're ready to chop it up. Roxanne, they ready to chop it up?
You guys ready to chop it up? I don't know. I don't think they ready, but I'm ready.
They're ready. Let's go. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, welcome back to Chop It Up. This is episode 3.
I ain't introduced myself.
Well, girl, you better do it. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Guys, this is Roxanne, your girl, coming to you straight from our fabulous new home, Chop It Up Studio with R and K.
That's right.
All right, let's go. I think they're ready now.
I think they're ready.
All right, girl.
Hey, welcome back to Chop It Up. This is episode 3, where we are going to get your life. That's right. This is the podcast series bi-weekly that's going to help you navigate life. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and super, super dope. So welcome back.
Welcome.
Yeah, this week's episode, we will be talking about relationship taboos.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into it. What are some relationship taboos? I know we spoke about this prior to launching it. So what are some relationship taboos for you?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
You know, the thing about relationship taboos, there's a lot of uncharted territory. There's a lot of stuff you can't really say, and folks are very shy. For me, I would not date, being that I'm single and all, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking applications, y'all. Hey! But for me, I choose not to date a guy with kids. And I know that's a big taboo. That's like a big conversation. Would you date someone with children? And I know the older you get in life, it becomes oblivious. Like, you really, Karmisha, would you really not get someone that has children? But for me, that's like a big thing. I choose not to date someone with children. What about you?
What's your hang up with that though?
You know what? It's just I don't have any kids, so that's one thing, right? And I just think for me, where I am in my life, it may change. It may change. So, that's why we're having a conversation. Right. But for me, right now, it's just like, I don't like drama, Roxanne. I really don't. And unfortunately, when a man, I feel, has a child in the mix, there's always the baby mother, the lady in the background, there's always that, right?
It's true.
Yeah, I just don't want to have those type of situations, So for me, I just choose not to. I don't have kids personally, and I would like the relationship that I'm in to be organic, where we are building towards that, Yeah.
So, like you said, it may not be that kind of a situation because of the world we live in right now.
Yes.
And I just asked to kind of get your point of view.
I got you.
No judgment, because I have 2 children. And when me and their dad broke up, it was like, well, I want to meet someone that has children, because I didn't want to have more children.
Okay.
Right? I just don't like that stepchildren, stepmother, step kind of, for the same reason you said. I don't want to deal with that kind of drama, because more than likely, most women come with drama. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And I didn't want to be in that entanglement. Luckily for me, now I've met my husband, he didn't have any children.
Wow.
Okay? So it was like a double-edged sword, because I had already said I didn't want to have any of the children. Wow. Now, this man was, like my knight in shining armor. He catered to me. He did everything. And he was like as sweet as pie. It was like a godsend.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. So it was like, how could I not give this man a child? He doesn't have any children. Okay? So hence how, I have my 3rd child.
Got it.
Right. And it's been a blessing. I mean, he's an amazing father, an awesome provider, loves me to the moon. Yeah. You understand? So I don't have any issues with that, but I can certainly see, growing up with from that kind of household, my mom remarried, she had another child. Her husband didn't like the best bone in my body. So I was kind of shied off to that, so I can relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And things change. Things definitely changed. And, you have to learn to appreciate certain dynamics.
Yeah.
But I can certainly appreciate where you were coming from.
Absolutely. As you were speaking, I was thinking about my past life. I was actually in college and I dated a gentleman. He was amazing. He treated me like a queen, but he had 3.
Wow.
He had 3 little ones. And my mother.
You said you were in high school?
No, not high school, college. Okay, come on now.
For real?
This ain't no, I was like, this ain't no, this ain't no.
Now, I just want to be clear.
Mr. R. This ain't that. We ain't gonna say the name. Y'all know.
I just want this story straight.
Like, we got it.
Kids in high school already? Like, what is he doing?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
What is he doing? He hiding on the block waiting for the high schoolers?
You understand why?
No, I was in college. But and I dated someone who had 3. And it was frowned upon. My family didn't really like it. They gave me heck for it. But my thing, well, I was younger, so I was kind of like
not really ready to be a stepmother anyway.
I was not, but it was fun, right? It was exciting, it was new. And of course, ladies, we all know when a guy's whining and dining you and making you feel like you're on top of the world, you know what, you go along to get along.
Right.
That's it.
Right. I've heard that.
Yeah, ultimately, I think we both decided that it wouldn't work. And he knew that I didn't have any aspiration of being a mother. Right. And so we just decided that we will separate. And so that was my first time and my only time dating someone with children. Kids. So I think for me, it's like a no. But again, it may change. I'm not disqualifying anyone. Okay, guys? Fellas, put in your application.
Keep your options open.
Okay. So, So relationship taboos. So what are some of you guys' relationship taboos? We want you to comment on our social media page. We want you to send us an email, chop it up, on Instagram. Yeah, that stuff that we all be on, definitely on social media. What are some of your relationship taboos? Roxanne, now we had a really candid conversation about marriage and single life.
Right.
And I really like our dynamic because you're married and happily married and I'm single. And we spoke about happiness and you gave me a little grief. You said to me, gosh, she gave me hell, okay? She was like, we gonna get there. But my thing was, you know what? And I'm gonna put my glass down for this one. Happiness. I believe in being total, right? And showing up as your authentic self and being comfortable in your skin. And that self-care and self-love, even as a single person, is warranted, is needed.
Absolutely.
And I think we are missing that. I think many of us in today's society and culture, it's a culture where you have to be in a relationship.
Right.
I mean, we see it from time to time when you get to a certain age. So when are you getting married? When are you having kids?
Right.
Absolutely. Right. Or the famous hashtag relationship goals. Everyone seems to be, fawning over relationship, and which relationships are great. Healthy relationships are even better.
Absolutely.
Right? And I know when we were speaking, you said to me, okay, Karmisha, that's all well and good, but when you need to be touched at night, so you need to be hugged in a warm embrace. So talk about that.
You need that. I mean, even as a married person, sometimes, we get caught up in our days.
Yeah.
Sometimes my husband works nights and I'm home in the day. So when I'm up and I'm out the house, he's now, coming in. And it was just like a crazy kind of schedule. And I'm like, listen, no. And I have to tell him, listen, I didn't get married for this kind of relationship. You understand? No, it's not going to work. You understand? I like to cuddle.
Right.
I like to cuddle. Wintertime, we had a king size bed, and imagine I'm like right up under him, like here. Like, can I breathe? Like, can you go away? And I'm like, no, I need to cuddle. I need to hug somebody. Yeah. I need to smell him. And when my husband goes away, it's hard. Like, I sprayed the pillow with his cologne.
Oh, Lord.
Because I need to, no, not really. And people say we do things based on our childhood, and it could have stemmed from that. You understand? But that's how I am. I want you to have my entire 100% me and me for you. You understand? And for me, that just makes sense to me. I don't think, as a child, my parents, again, being from the Caribbean, they didn't tell us they loved us. They didn't show signs of love. So now I have that, and I can lay it all on the line. I'm in a committed marriage. I don't have to fake the funk.
Yes.
You understand?
Indeed.
Some people do things just because they're in a relationship and they want to feel needed, and they do things, and really you're exploiting yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't have to feel that way. You understand? And I don't want there to be any windows, anything that's off limits. You understand?
Yeah.
This is what we committed to do. I'm committed to loving you 100%.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. So I don't know. How does it feel being single in this day and age?
Listen.
What are the challenges? I mean, I hear a lot of stories, but from someone,
Yeah. You know what I will, and you guys can attest to this as well. I think, and I absolutely love what you said. Right now, dating in this day and age is really difficult because of social media.
Right.
And because there are high expectation of that person when you go into that relationship. It's no more, dating and just getting to know someone and the anonymity of it all. It's everything is
it's rushed.
Yeah,
it's rushed.
Rush.
I want to know what you got going on.
Yes.
What's this? What's
Yes.
that? No. There's no longer, listen, let me get to know you. Let
Coaching
me
and
court you.
court, yes,
It's a courtship.
Yes.
Because I need to know whether this is going to last. Can I tell you what turned me off with the gentleman I was dating before I met my husband?
For sure.
He came to my house, he took his sneakers off, and he had a hole in his socks.
Oh, no.
That was a turn off.
Yes.
And people are like, Rox, but that's a real, you know what I'm saying? That's extra.
No.
That was extra. But I was like, just was like a turn off to me. Because you are a grown ass man.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I say ass?
Yes, you can.
Grown ass man with a hole in your sock.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a turn off for me. And that was it.
Yeah.
Simple little things like that.
Yeah.
I dated another guy. I mean, his legs was the size of my arm. I was like, oh no, we not doing this.
Right.
It was like yellow and looking like a chicken. I was like, no, we can't do this.
Right.
So that was a turn off to me. So I can imagine, for you, because I mean, I was out there for a brief period before I met my husband. I was out there for like 5 years, but I just tried to focus on me and not trying to focus on all these different elements and who was doing what and who was going out with who. No, I wasn't trying to be wrapped up in a relationship like that. Absolutely. I needed to get in touch with me. What is, Roxanne want out of life? What are some of the things that are turned off for me? What are some things I'm not going to settle for?
Yes.
Because that's a serious situation right there. That's a serious conversation you need to have with the person.
Yes.
What are some things that are non-negotiable?
Non-negotiable. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
No, we're not going to start playing house right away. Because that's what most people are looking for, somebody to play house with. No. Yes. Yes, I understand, the cost of living is high and things like that, and everybody's looking to shack up, but it's not that kind of party.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Did that for about 8 years.
So do you agree? I was watching something online where, like a video. Do you agree when you get to a certain age, you're not playing house? Like, I'm not coming over. No. Like, do you agree with that statement?
What? I think it's going to be on a case-by-case situation. Yeah. Right? Because there's some older people that are shacking up, you know what I'm saying, just because they want companionship. And I think as you get older, that's what more or less you're looking for, companionship more than anything else, right? So I figure, some people might be saying, well, if I have the person here at home, it's a sense of, I guess, security, or might be a full sense of security. You understand? Because he can still go out and do whatever he wants to. Absolutely. Likewise, she can. So I don't know. It's a toss-up. It just depends on what are non-negotiables and what are you willing to accept. Yeah. Right. Absolutely. What are you bartering? Right. Because in everything we got to compromise. Yeah. So what's your compromise? For sure. Yeah. Do you want your bills paid 50-50 and you got this man there? Right. That's so it's a compromise. It's really a toss-up. Yeah. Right. So what are some non-negotiables?
For me, definitely no holes in socks. That's a no. That's a period.
Listen.
No holes in socks.
That was a period of time in my life when I might have been like really bougie. Okay, like no hole in the socks.
For me right now and where I am in the space where I've always been, I've kind of always been like this. I like a man to take initiative, and my non-negotiable is motivation. Okay. You have to be a self-starter. I don't care where you are. Of course, you have to be motivated. You have to, be innovative. You know what? That's what I'm looking for more than anything. Okay. I'm looking for, and I think women that are established, if that's a better word, they are looking for more, right? You're looking to connect with someone on a deeper level.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not on a superficial level, because all that is good and grand. But when you're locked down per se, you're looking to connect with someone on a deeper level, whether that's on a spiritual level or just on an interpersonal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking, for me, and my expectation, or as you asked, what are my non-negotiable, is someone who can have a conversation.
Okay.
Someone that cannot go deep with me. And what is deep? We can speak about politics to, something silly, but someone that's well-rounded. And I think that's the hardest thing right now for many women, established women. Again, I can be wrong. I can be wrong.
I'm gonna say this though. You're not gonna possibly get all those things at one time.
Right.
When you meet that person.
Right.
You have to grow. You're gonna grow into that person. Okay. Because let me tell you, when I met my husband, I pushed him away.
Yeah.
I did not, no, that's not what I'm here for.
Wow.
And, he was just all those things I said, and my family saw it. And my mother came to me and she said to me, listen, if you're not going to, be with this guy, let him know, because he looks like he really cares about you. And I really had to do some self-searching.
Yes.
Okay. Because when somebody sees something that you don't see, you got to try to ask yourself, listen, can I be pushing away what is mine? You understand? And then it was like, I heard that still a small voice that said, that's going to be your husband.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. And he actually grew into the person that I wanted him to be. So imagine if I had, pushed him aside and was like, listen, no, this is not going to work based on my superficial, you understand?
But is it superficial?
At the time, because you're not, in my opinion, I don't think you're going to get everything that you want at the offset. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You may not see it. And I always said, listen, if I'm going to be in a relationship, the person is going to get my all, because I treated him terrible.
Wow.
Okay. I said, I laugh and joke. I'm like, girl, listen, if I was you, I would have ran in the other direction, because I was bad. I was really bad. You understand? Yeah. And I learned to lower my guards. I learned to embrace certain things, and he grew into the man that I have right now, that I'm, proud of, that I'm happy to be with. Was it always that way? No, because I was looking for a boss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And he was not that person. You understand? I mean, I work out, I go to the gym, and, you see hot bodies in the gym, and it's like, woo, can I get some of that? Right? And it just wasn't happening. And we joke about it, to this day.
Yeah.
And it just takes time. You understand?
Yeah.
So we can't be too superficial in the things that we want, because you never know what you're going to be throwing away.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I agree. And ladies and gents, I hope y'all are taking notes.
Take notes.
And absolutely. You know what? You're absolutely right, because you never know what you never know where your blessings can come from. And you're absolutely right. So we do have to lower our guards. Let me ask you, as we close off this episode, what do you think about those that say Black women get too much high standards? And it may not necessarily be a Black woman thing, so we don't want to say that, but some of us, right?
I think reality TV has poisoned a lot of the way we think, and and our expectations has been tainted. Yeah. Okay. Based in soul because of reality TV.
Yes.
Some of that stuff is scripted. It's not, authentic 100% reality. Yeah. Okay. And again, you got to know who you are deep down inside. Right. What's the turn off? What's the turn on? Right. And you mentioned something earlier. You want a man to take the initiative and some things like that. Listen, being married as long as I have, I realize men like to sit back and they like to be pampered, and they like all the things we like, they want. Okay. So you have to consider it like having another child. You don't have children now, but you got to think about it as a child. Yeah. And I just go with the flow, because he's like kind of old school. Listen, I'm going to pay all the bills. All you got to do is, take care of me, cater to me. So,
ladies,
listen, if I have to wash clothes, prepare his lunch and his meals and things like that, listen, it's worth knowing that he's there versus somewhere else. Okay. Yeah. And how much or how hard is it to do that? I have to do it for myself anyway. Yes. You understand? And if we're not arguing about, listen, you have your 50% of the rent or the mortgage or whatever that is, if we ain't arguing about that, then what else is there? Because the majority of relationships or marriages fail because people, they argue about finances. Yes. And we're not going to go there. We're not doing that. Okay, so listen, I'll be there. What do you want to wear tomorrow?
Yeah.
What do you want to? What you want to make? What you want me to make for breakfast?
I think vulnerability.
We're gonna be in the kitchen whipping up some hot cakes and
Right.
omelets. Listen, it's a small sacrifice. Okay,
Yes.
what are you willing to sacrifice? Again, I mentioned it's a give and take.
Yes.
Okay, if you're home in the house and you're not paying a bill, okay, what's the big deal? That's unconditional love. Okay, that you're showing. Okay.
Yeah. I think vulnerability has to be something we express more as women. And it doesn't have to be, black and white thing. I think we have to be more vulnerable, but also too, we have to, someone has to earn that vulnerability. You have to be with someone that can earn that. And I think that is one of the things that many professional women that maybe still searching and maybe still looking and have their hopes up for love is that they want to show vulnerability. They want to be there. They want to cater to their partner.
Right.
But it has to be something that's mutual and it has to be something that's deserving.
Well, I think before you can be vulnerable, you need to appreciate a sense of security.
Right.
Okay. So
Yes.
if there's no sense
Come
of
on now.
security, if there's no sense of security, I'm
Yes.
not going to let my guards down.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So then
Yes.
for how long do we keep those guards up? And that's I guess, the turning point.
Yes.
Right? Where you're expecting more, the other person is still kind of reserved. So then it's a kind of tug of war.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
So we all have to come to the table, let our guards down, after you realize, listen, this is something that I want. This is what I want to grow and develop. You understand? If not, it's not going to work because it's going to be a tug of war.
Yes.
It's going to be a tug of war. Okay, who wants that in a relationship? You want to be your true, authentic self, to be able to give love and receive love.
Yes. No entanglements.
No entanglements.
No entanglements.
No entanglements. Okay, straight. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? True, authentic. Listen, give and take.
Yeah.
That's what a marriage is. That's what a relationship is.
Absolutely.
Right?
I agree.
You mentioned something. I just wanted to circle back. So that baby mama drama.
Uh-huh.
Why your girl was experiencing some baby mama drama?
Were you really? Oh my gosh. Tell the viewers.
Girl, I'm like, I don't want
He
you.
might be looking. Yes.
I
come
had
on
him
now.
on news,
Yes.
baby girl. He was a good guy when I had him, but when it's like you threw out the garbage, why would you go pick it back up?
Yeah.
No, I don't want it back in the house. Baby girl, he's yours, all yours.
Yeah.
I never once picked up the phone to call this chick, and here you are calling my phone.
Wow.
For what?
See, that's the reason why
For
I
what?
can't. I can't deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, girlfriend, he's yours.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All yours.
Yeah. Insecurities and definitely. I can't deal with
Right?
all of that. Absolutely. Yeah.
So been there, done that. So I definitely could relate, on a number of levels. But, I listen, what can I do? How can I help? Let me help a sister out.
Hey, listen, set me up. Listen, it's listen, ladies, come on now.
Listen,
All
we're
right.
gonna have to do a double date or something.
We gotta
right?
do something.
We gotta hook Karmisha up, right?
All right, guys.
Awesome.
So this is all the time we have for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it and loved it. And listen, we want you to comment, like us on social media. Definitely review. Leave us a review. It's all about support and it's all about hearing your voice as well. Roxanne, what you got to say for the folks?
Listen, we got a sneak peek coming up. We got some fourth episode coming up, right? What are we talking about? How to survive imposter syndrome.
Oh, that's a good one.
How many of you guys got some fake phony friends on the job, right? I'm talking to some of y'all out there, right? You know what I'm talking about. So listen, should we give them a guest speaker? Should we have some expert?
Yeah, let's wait and see. All right.
Let's see. Well, listen, guys, you have to tune in next time to see if we have a special guest, surviving the imposter syndrome at work.
Absolutely.
It's your girl, Roxanne and
I'm Karmisha.
chopping it up.
Chopping it up.